So today's project is to replace the table for the radial arm saw. I'm going to mark the holes, transfer the hole markings from the old table to the new boards. I'm using MDF. I'm going to use 2 pieces of MDF, 3/4 inch thick. So I'm just marking the holes with a 1/4 inch drill bit, just enough that I can see them on the other side and begin to drill them for the new boards. Next, I'm going to use a 1/2 inch Forstner bit, which is going to give me a flat bottom on the countersink so that the screw head will go down below the surface of this tabletop. So since I'm using a hand drill here, I don't really have a good way to control the depth of cut. So I'm just going to sneak up on it and make sure at the end of the day I have the screw head down below the surface of the table. Next, we're going to drill 1/4 inch holes all the way through both of these boards. These are the screws that will hold this tabletop to the radial arm saw. I put a piece of scrap MDF underneath these 2 pieces to drill into and to reduce the blowout of the holes on the backside. I marked these boards, top, bottom, front, and back, so that I would know the matched sets. The next step is to cut some slots crossways on this table to accept some metal bars as part of the requirement of a Mr. Sawdust radial arm saw table, which is what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm trying to achieve a very flat and stable table that will last a long time. So I'm adjusting my saw to cut a 1/4 inch deep by 120 thousandths wide groove for these metal bars to fit into. So I achieve the width of the bar by sandwiching 2 blades together on this saw, sort of like a dado set, and it seemed to work out okay. If I had a table saw, I would do it differently, but this is going to work fine. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this sort of as a dry run to make sure all the bars have room to move back and forth for glue up. I'm going to install these 1/4 inch screws that I have and make sure that everything is together and will glue up without interfering. So after sandwiching these 2 pieces together, I'm checking to see if these metal bars are free to move back and forth for glue up, and that middle one is not. So I took it back apart, ran 1 more saw blade width down through that middle slot, cleaned out that slot just a little more, and now it's good and free, as you can see there. Now it's ready for glue up. So we're not going to glue it up today. My epoxy is not has not been delivered yet, so I'm going to have to wait for my epoxy to come in. But in the meantime, I'm going to prepare a good flat surface, probably the tapered top of my toolbox. It has a butcher block top. I'm going to check that over there and see if it's flat enough. I think it will be. So the next video, we should be doing the glue up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, or dissent. You've been watching the Junkyard Tailgate channel. Good day.